I log in, do my dailies, and log out. 2 or 3 minutes a day, and I've done that nearly every single day since Wuthering Waves launched. At first, I treated it like any other gacha game. I did my dailies to gather Astrite, afraid to miss out on even the smallest rewards. It was about staying efficient, pull currencies, characters, events, but over time, that stopped being the reason. I had already cleared every event, opened every chest on the map, completed all endgame content. I had enough Astrite saved up to pull for any character I wanted in the future. So, why was I still logging in every day? The answer is simple. Wuthering Waves became a part of my daily routine, just like brushing my teeth or stretching in the morning. Logging into the game wasn't a task anymore. It was just something I naturally did. And strangely, I didn't feel bored or burned out by it. Not even once. I didn't log in because I needed more Astrite. I didn't log in to chase the meta, which honestly barely exists in Wuthering Waves, at least for now. I logged in because I wanted to. Because I genuinely wanted to spend time in this world. To walk across breathtaking landscapes, to listen to the soft music in the background, to enjoy the game's smooth and satisfying combat. Not too fast or complicated like some hack and slash titles. Not too slow or easy that it becomes dull. Just enjoyable. Just enough to be fun every time. I remember spending hours trying to solo the bosses in the hologram challenge, getting defeated over and over again, and still smiling to myself, thinking, wow, that boss actually has a really cool moveset. And then there's the dev team. If you've played Wuthering Waves since launch, you know how rough those early days were. Honestly, it was a disaster. Bugs, lag, crashes, even high-end PCs couldn't run the game properly. But I stayed because the devs were trying, and I could see it. Every day there was a patch. Not weekly, daily, for months straight. That alone told me how much they cared about the game. And so, I chose to stay. 1 year later, I can say it was the right choice. The game has improved in almost every way. Visuals, music, story, performance. They've added so many quality of life features such as echo presets, activity tracking, consolidated treasure spots on the map, and of course the gliding system in version 2.0. Honestly, it made me fast travel less because it just feels so good to explore this world now. Most importantly, they keep listening. They keep improving. They keep building. And somehow, without even realizing it, Wuthering Waves had become more than just a game to me. It had become something quieter, something deeper and more personal. A quiet corner of my day that meant more than it let on. Maybe that's when I realized it wasn't just about Wuthering Waves. It was about me. The way I approached games had changed. I used to play just to win. Back when I played competitive PvP games, if I spent 4 hours a day, the first hour would always be in the training room, practicing combos, perfecting inputs, learning every little trick. But I don't really play PvP games anymore. Not because they've become worse, but because I have changed. These days, I gravitate toward co-op PvE or story-driven single-player games, and I play them differently, slower, more thoughtfully. I'm no longer chasing leaderboards, damage numbers, or optimization guides. I play to feel the story, the soundtrack, the world. I let myself get pulled into the emotions of the game. I shivered walking through the fog-covered streets and narrow hallways of Silent Hill 2. I felt a rush of excitement and relief after finally beating a boss in Elden Ring after countless tries, and I almost cried when I had to make that final choice between V and Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077. At some point, I developed a habit. Whenever life felt overwhelming, whether it was work, responsibilities, or people, I'd launch a game. Not to grind or chase rewards or complete quests, just to pause, to give myself permission to rest, to disappear into another world. Something my old self would have laughed at and called a waste of time. But now I'm here, driving through the neon streets of Night City, letting the lights and rain blur into a comforting haze. Other times I'd glide across grassy fields and rocky cliffs in Wuthering Waves, or just walk through its beauty. Every now and then I'd say out loud to no one, "Man, this game is really beautiful." And when I needed noise instead of peace, I'd jump into Helldivers 2, blasting bugs and laughing with random teammates through chaotic, ridiculous missions. It didn't matter if I knew them or not. I always found joy in those absurd, unexpected moments. Those were the moments that reminded me I wasn't just playing games anymore. I was living in them. And in some strange way, they were living in me too. So if you've made it this far, maybe this is your sign. Try playing differently. Not for the numbers, not for the meta, not because everyone else is doing it. Play to slow down, to listen, to wander, to feel. Because maybe, just maybe, there's still something waiting for you in that one game you've already spent hundreds of hours in. Something you haven't noticed before. Something quietly beautiful. And all it takes is to slow down enough to see it.